Hey guys, Ian Streets here, coming at you with another tutorial. It's actually one that I've had probably the most amount of requests about over time, and it's probably the perfect time to do it with, sadly, the passing of the great man. What we're going to be doing today is breaking down the Roger Mayweather Padwork that he does with Floyd Jr. It's a very popular way of holding pads. It's not for everybody. If it's not your thing, feel free to click off the video. It's definitely not the only way of holding pads. It is, though, very misunderstood. So people see it, they think it's just flash, tippy tap, don't really take the time to understand what's being done, and they kind of write it off. And that's okay. As I said, it's not for everybody. However, it does actually have quite a lot of benefits. There's a lot of attributes that Padwork does. You can work speed, timing, reflexes, reaction time, and that's really well drilled with the Mayweather style of Padwork. If you are doing this, it is very important though that you do remember that fundamentals are very, very important, okay? So still go to your boxing gym, work with your coach. A little plug, we have a Padwork course tutorial. If you want to check that out, it's on our boxing tutorials website. So yeah, there is plenty of other ways of doing the pads, very beneficial, but we're in lockdown because of Corona, so have a bit of fun, learn a new skill. We're going to do the Roger Mayweather Padwork sequence, okay? So let's go punch by punch. The best way to do it, if you look at the whole sequence, it can be very confusing, okay? So what I want to do today is break it down into little bits so that you can see it and you go, that's it. Everything we're going to cover is essentially, you will struggle to find something that we're not discussing today, okay? So it is all the bits. I'm not going to say by learning this you'll be like Floyd, obviously, but you will at least have an understanding of how the Padwork works. If you're a pad holder, teach you how to hold it. If you're a puncher, teach you sort of the combination so you can put together, if you're in lockdown with a friend or later on when you're back to training, you'll be able to put these combinations together, okay? So if we go punch by punch, the one thing you'll notice, there's not a whole lot of jabbing, all right? So if you watch Roger and Floyd working together in their media workouts or any of the training camps, generally the jab is pretty much reserved for starting out, okay? So when they're about to start the sequence, very often what they'll do is they'll throw out their single jab, they'll then double up on their jab, they'll then triple up on their jab, and then they'll go into the combination, all right? So from there, probably the most commonly thrown shot is a 2-3-2, which is that straight with the backhand, hook with the front hand, straight with the backhand, okay? So I'm going to say right because I'm right-handed, Floyd's right-handed. If you're a lefty, just switch that up, okay? So it's right hand, left hook, and right hand. That's that 2-3-2. That is generally goes at the start of whatever they're doing, and then there's a few other things. So if we just work on the little blocks first, we have the 2-3-2. Another thing we have is a 3-3-2, which is that double left hook and the straight right hand. And then there's the body 3-2. Body 3-2. So we have the 2-3-2, 3-3-2, body 3-2. Already that's a very large part of the punches that they throw. And very often they'll go after each other. So for example, it'll be 2-3-2, 3-3-2, and sometimes it's the whole thing. 2-3-2, 3-3-2, body 3-2. Anytime the body shot goes in, so anytime they do that body 3-2, it's almost always followed up with one of two combinations that starts with an uppercut, okay? With that backhand uppercut, that right uppercut. It's either the shorter version of it, which is 6-4-3-2, or the longer version of it, 6-4-3-4, the hand comes back, 4-3, the hand goes back, body 3-2. Okay, so to go over them again, the first one was 6-4-3-2. The second one, 6-4-3-4, 4-3, body 3-2. Okay, now if they do the second one, the longer one, it's almost always followed by the first one. What I mean by that is, let's say they went 2-3-2, 3-3-2, body 3-2. They did the 6-4-3-4, 4-3, body 3-2. they then pretty much always go back to the 6, 4, 3, 2 before going on from there. Okay, so that is a very large part of the sequences they use. There are some other ones which we'll go over now. Sometimes we're going to work on the defenses they use in a moment, okay? But if we stick strictly to the punches they use, there will be a left uppercut, sometimes that front hand uppercut, and that's generally when protecting the body. Floyd will go down, come up with that 5, 3, 2. If it were on the other side, they protect 6, 5, 3, 2. The one that they'll do is starting off with the right hook, okay? And what that generally is a right hook to the body, right hand, bob, and they go back to the 2, 3, 2, okay? So now is probably a good time to show the pad side of things, how it looks when you're holding the pad. So, obviously, 2, 3, 2, pretty straightforward. 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2, we've got that. 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2. If we go into that body shot, what Roger does is he'll use the front hand, okay? So he'll go 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2. He'll use that front hand, body 3, 2. Often I find when I'm going for speed, I'll use the backhand just so that you can keep rolling on. It's personal preference, but obviously Roger is the one that invented this style of things. The way he does it with that front hand. Okay, so 2, 3, 2, 3, 3, 2. He uses that front hand. Okay. Now, when it comes to the uppercuts, he uses the front hand. Okay. So if we're going to do those uppercut variations, 6, 4, 3, 2, or 6, 4, 3, 4, 4, 3, body 3, 2, facing this way. That was at 6, 4, 3, 4, 4, 3, body 3, 2. All right. When the defenses we'll do in a minute, that's when we'll cover the body shot. Now, that 4 to the body, what he does is he generally puts the pad around his back, okay? So the pad comes here for the 4, the 2 is fed, there's then a bob, and the 2, 3, 2. All right. So that is pretty much how the punches break down. It's worth going now over the defenses, okay? So the defenses are the slip. So the front hand, the jab, goes straight out. Floyd takes his head off the center line. That's what makes it the slip. And he throws that 2, 3, 2. We've got the bob, where he's going to go underneath. Again, it's going to go for that 2, 3, 2. And sometimes they'll go together. It'll be a slip bob. So we've got our slip, we've got our bob, we've got our slip bob. What he'll do sometimes is a bob, okay? So he's going to, for example, throw his 2, 3, 2, he might bob, and bob, again, he's going to come back with that 3, 2 first, okay? So he throws his 2, 3, 2, he's going to bob and bob, come back with that 3, 2 first, and then they go on from there. Very often if they do the bob, bob, so if they've gone bob, bob with their 3, 2, they then go back into a normal bob, 2, 3, 2, and continue on from there, all right? There's the shoulder roll cover, obviously. So Floyd, very well known for his style of defense. Often what will happen is they protect against the shot. The best time to hit someone is as their hand is coming back. And this style of pad work is fantastic for drilling that. That's where that speed comes from. So his shoulder rolls, comes back with that 2, 3, 2. So it'll be covering up, 2, 3, 2. And then sometimes they'll do the other hand cover, okay? And generally it goes cover on one side, cover on the other side, cover on this way. And it's shoulder roll, 2, 3, 2, cover the other way, 3, 2, back to that shoulder roll cover for the 2, 3, 2, okay? If I do the feeding, what it would be is hit the shoulder, 2, 3, 2, throw their left hook, receive their left hook, and then back to the shoulder, 2, 3, 2, again. So you'd hit them, feed the 2, 3, 2, hit them with the other side, feed the 3, 2, and then the 2, 3, 2. Okay? We also have the pull counter. So rather than the slip, where your head is going off the center line, the pull counter, you're taking yourself out of range. Okay? Floyd, obviously a master of this in his fights, does it very often. Pull, time them, 2, 3, 2. So the second that they miss with the shot, you hit them straight back. So it's pull, 2, 3, 2, and then continue on from there, whatever you're going to be doing. Okay, sometimes there's a slip, slip, bob. So you'll notice Floyd will slip one way, slip the other way, bob, and then come back with that 2-3-2. So slip, slip, bob, 2-3-2, come straight back, and then they continue on from there. And sometimes there's the slip, slip, slip. Often when Floyd does this, the hands are down. Not necessarily recommended if you're not at Floyd's level, but it is how he does it, and it's a way of staying relaxed, baiting the opponent. It does have its own benefits, but obviously because you're not protected, if you're not used to that sort of thing, it's very easy just to keep your hands up as you do it. But either way, when Roger feeds it, it's all with the front hand, slip, slip, slip. Try not to be too nice to your opponent, your partner when you're doing it. Don't slip, slip, slip. Go straight down the middle, and it's going to be their job to get their head off the line. They'll come back with that 2-3-2. Right, now we've got the body shot defenses. Remember, anytime you're protecting the body, you don't want to leave your head exposed. So don't sacrifice your head to protect your body. What you want to do is take your elbow down to your hip. That way your hand can stay up, or the shoulder. So what you're going to do, when Roger hits with his right hand, what's going to get fed is the 6. So this time he will use his backhand to receive that uppercut. So it'll be here, 6, 4, 3, 2. So it's here. You'll see 6, 5, 3, 2 is the shot that comes out. Okay. When it's on the front hand side, gonna side bend the other way, and it's going to be 5, 3, 2. So when you hit, you're going to receive 5, 3, 2. And sometimes it's cover, cover. So it'll be body shot, no counter, body shot, 6, 5, 3, 2. There's the catch, okay? So the catch, sometimes what you'll notice happen is Roger will throw out the jab, Floyd will catch it with his rear hand and counter straight back with that 2. So it'll be catch, 2, 3, 2. So what happens, the jab comes out, he catches it, throws that 2, 3, 2. Sometimes it'll be the parry with the front forearm. When the jab comes low, what he'll do is he'll block it with that front forearm and then go with that 2-3-2. So he defends with one hand and punches back with the other, okay? So he blocks with that front forearm, throws the 2-3-2. If you're feeding it, it almost looks a bit martial arty when he does it. So he'll throw out that jab straight away, catch, catch, catch. So it's boom, 2-3-2, continue on with the combination. And then there's the sort of range finding, which is where they touch shoulder, and then go on with the combination, okay? So, with that being said, that's pretty much all the building blocks of how they put the combinations together. Very often you will see that 2-3-2, 3-3-2, body 3-2. Sometimes you see them coasting from side to side with that body 3-2, 6-4-3-2. They'll continue on with that and then go from there. But if you remember the punch building blocks, if you remember the defenses, and you remember a few sort of rules as such where when they go to the body, they generally follow up with one of the 2 uppercut variations, that is essentially how their Padwork sequences are put together. So hopefully with that, you've got a bit better understanding of how it works, how you can build your own. So it is a little bit of fun to have. Let me know how you get on. Any questions, just shoot at me. And yeah, have fun guys, enjoy, and hope everyone's keeping safe during this lockdown period, and hopefully this is a little bit of fun you can have, new skills that you can learn from doing it. Thanks a lot guys, have fun, take care, see you all soon, bye.